What is going on, you guys? Boss Stan Stella here, and we are finally back with my WWE 2K14 Universe mode. Now, joining me at this time to watch the following match is going to be our Tag Team Champions, the Heart Foundation. They're going to be, well, it looks like they're commentating, but they're really not going to be commentating on this number one contenders match. Now, involved in this match are the two teams that I feel deserve it the most. That's obviously why they're involved. The Wyatt family and the team of Ric Flair and Jim Duggan, who still need a name. If anybody has a name for me for Ric Flair and Jim Duggan, then just comment it or just let me know, because they need a name. These guys, I mean, the other guys are the Wyatt family, and they're not even like, neither of them have the last name Wyatt. So that's, I don't know, but they're just sort of called the Wyatt family just because they're sort of Bray Wyatt's disciples. But Hacksaw Jim Duggan now introducing the first ladder into this match as Ric Flair charges at Eric Rowan in that turnbuckle and tries to chop him a little bit. And another one, he tries to chop him again, but it's not really working at all. And I'm watching Ric Flair over there. I don't know what you guys are watching. I'm just going to be commentating on Ric Flair. A third failed chop. This time Rowan takes advantage and just bang, drop kicks his face. Straight to that turnbuckle, tries again. Ric Flair does not let it happen. Now, what I want to mention, and I should probably mention it during like a lower profile match, because this is a pretty high one. This is going to determine who will face the Heart Foundation, who are with me at ringside. At Over the Limit for those tag team titles. This will determine that. But what I did want to mention is that just before the video gets any farther into it, there's something wrong with my PlayStation. So it's been a big cause of why I haven't been uploading videos lately. I've had this video just in my cache, just saved for a while, and I've just needed to commentate over it. But I forget what happens in all of these matches. But so I honestly have no idea. But as I was gonna say, and so for some reason I can't turn on or use my PlayStation. So unfortunately, that means I can't record any videos. Now I have this one and I have NXT left to upload. So hopefully I'll be able to fix that before it becomes an issue. I haven't really been able to do a lot of recording or uploading so far since school started. It's 2014 to 2015 school season. Hopefully it's not going to be just the same thing as last year, where it takes me until January and I haven't even done all the major pay-per-views yet. With our heavier schedule this year, what I'm doing, not just school-wise, for a heavier schedule in Universe mode, I'm doing more pay-per-views. I'm trying to have a longer overall schedule. So hopefully that won't be a problem. Until this gets fixed, it's going to be a problem. So after NXT, this will probably be the last video uploaded in a while, even though we do have Over the Limit coming up. That's a huge shame, because I really wanted to get that out of the way as our second pay-per-view. Last year, I was uploading Over the Limit in like November, maybe even December. And that was a huge cause of why I barely had any videos uploaded towards the end. What is this? This is week 8? This is week 8, right? Yeah, it's week 8. Alright, I know my stuff. So yeah, that's just what I've, and plus there's been a lot of new news in the wrestling world, in the WWE 2K14 and, WWE. I want to address a lot of it. I want to stay up to date with this stuff, and I am up to date, but, that's why I feel like I should be doing these vlogs where I just sort of like cover all this stuff, the WWE news. That was something that I was thinking I was going to start, but I sort of wanted to get all these seasons underway and get them going, because I do have a lot more seasons coming up in the future. Spoiler alert. Hopefully this doesn't spoil too much, but you may be seeing a Madden 15 or an EA Sports UFC season in the future. Maybe even NBA 2K15 might be coming at you. I just gotta expand my horizons a little bit. I just gotta I have to start doing, more series. If I just have, or series. I'm just gonna say series. I have to start doing more of those, because if I'm just doing WWE the whole time, it's not gonna be very successful as a channel. So I have to start expanding and doing more stuff. And so this next year, along with my 2K15 universe, I will also be showcasing a lot more games. I'm going to be doing a lot more series, I don't know. maybe even some computer games, non-console games. Um, Anything. I'll be doing a whole lot of stuff. It'll be a productive year next year, or this year even, because this, we're already into the year. Um, Usually all my I'm gonna have to say this word again. Hopefully all my series will be starting January 1st, 2015. So yeah, just plan on that. I'll try and get whatever done that I need to get done. If I need to shorten the schedule again, then I'll shorten the schedule again. It's not a big deal. I didn't do as much as I would have liked to this summer. And oh, look at that, Eric Rowan. He wins for his team. It looks like the Wyatt family will be challenging for their first ever titles in SG Gaming League. And Eric Rowan, he fell right on that chair. I hope he's okay. Oh well, you gotta learn to be hardcore in SG Gaming League. But yeah, I would love to see the Wyatt family take those titles. These are guys that we're gonna be seeing in Universe mode for a while. They're both in next year's game. Their actual models are their next gen models. So yeah, I'm very excited to see that these guys won these titles. Oh, I'm excited for this. I am excited for this. Do you see this? This is the moment that I've been waiting for ever since WrestleMania of last year. Ryback is making his in-ring return after injury. And, wow, looks like he looks good. Look at this guy. Whole new model. Very HD. Look at that. Look at that face scan. Wow, look at that. Even the voice and everything, it's all perfect. I can't wait to see Ryback in there. And Ryback, if you guys didn't know, Ryback was sidelined after an injury that he sustained in his match with Brock Lesnar. Actually his title match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania last year, the grandest stage of them all, the finale. Ryback took about 15 F5s. He took even more triple power bombs. And yeah, he was completely busted open. I forget what exactly his injuries were, but yeah. And then for a while he was doing some behind the scenes stuff. If you watched Extreme Rules, you saw that he was an analyst. Because Ryback, he's been doing very, very well for himself. God damn it, I never get these guys' records. At least if I can do this without lagging it too much. Go get their records. And I know what you guys might be thinking. Just because this is what I would be thinking. And no, I am not having Damien Sandow job to Ryback. Damien Sandow is actually a talent this year. If I wanted somebody to job to Ryback, I would put in give him Justin Gabriel or I don't know. I'd give him somebody like that. But or Cesaro, who's not doing as well as I would have liked him to, or Bray Wyatt. Damien Sandow, he's got to win this year. He didn't make it to the title match, but he's got to win this year. Ryback, his overall record is 12-4, which is crazy. Damien Sandow is 1-1. He's on a one-match losing streak, but that's okay. He can snap it. Yeah. So I don't want you guys to think of this as like a burial for Damien Sandow. I'm just giving him an opponent that I felt was worthy of him. Ryback is a main event competitor. So, but he's been out of action for a while, so now I'm giving him a mid-card guy, just to warm him up a little bit. Do I expect Damien Sandow to win? No. I mean, why would you? But it's definitely possible. We've seen weirder things happen. Definitely seen weirder things happen. There have been instances where I've booked matches where I'm like, I've already got the storyline set up for a certain guy winning, and then the other guy wins, and I have to be like, okay, so let's figure this one out. That stuff happens. That stuff happens a lot. Just like Shawn Michaels. When Shawn Michaels was the champion, he lost to Yokozuna. Yokozuna had just lost to Jake the Snake, and he was supposed to be just, used for hype for Shawn Michaels' title match, and Shawn lost. And then he lost to Razor, and he only held the title for a month. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't see, it has been changed back to the Undisputed title. The Legends title was just for a little bit. But, I would like to keep it at its roots. Title that we've had since the beginning, and now it has returned, the Undisputed title. And if you guys weren't aware, Shawn Michaels' reign as Legends Champion will count as an Undisputed title reign. So, because he was still a world champion on Friday nights. That was definitely a thing. And Ryback is pounding Damien Sandow. It's weird though, because Ryback does not look like he is as tall as Damien Sandow. Damien looks like he's got the size advantage on Ryback. I don't know I don't know. It looks like they're about the same size, but it does look like Ryback's a little bit shorter than Damian. And Damian, he's not going down without a fight right now. He's been doing a whole lot to prevent Ryback's victory here, and Ryback just bang, just lights him up, killer. And oh my God, what a meat hook clothesline for Damian Sandow. 1, 2. Oh my, how did he kick out to that? He must have gotten his head chopped clean off. That was insane. Wow, this clothesline is so much better. I have yet to see the shell shock. I guess we're going to see it right now. See if it's any better here. Um, no, it doesn't look like it is, which is weird because I thought it was better. Okay, well, it looks like I got to go in there and change that once my PlayStation's working again. And Ryback, very successful in his return. He makes himself 13-4. That's insane. Ryback, he's going places. He is one of our more successful competitors right now on Monday Night Raw and in SG Gaming League, period. I can't wait to see what Ryback has to bring to our company this year. Last year he made a big impact. This year I'm thinking he's going to make an even bigger impact. Maybe he'll finally get a title. He's one of our more successful competitors to have never held a title in SG Gaming League. He's fought for some, but it's just really never happened. And I don't know. I'm thinking this year. I'm thinking this year is Ryback's year. I'm definitely thinking that. Alright, you guys, it's time for our next match of the evening. And here are two men who got pretty high-profile wins last week. Now they're looking to see if they can just go one step further up into this food chain we call SG Gaming League. It is going to be Brodus Clay, as you can see the Funkadactyls. Just sort of serenading him into the building here. Brodus Clay, he's going to be taking on Wade Barrett, as you can see. Brodus Clay, as I mentioned, high-profile win, and I call these guys, both their wins high-profile because they went from being like, I mean, Brodus Clay has never been mediocre. He's always been a solid mid-tier competitor, mid-carder. He's had several title matches in his career and actually won. He was a former European champion, but he beat Roman Reigns last week, who was one of our top new recruits, one of our top new prospects. So, that was a big high-profile win. And, we're going to see if that can get Brodus Clay back on the board here with some, I mean, it got him on the board with a win. He could start off his winning streak, possibly getting 2-0 and then, move it, like I said, move one step further. But, I'd like to see Brodus Clay do some stuff this year because this is his last year. And there's really no point in renewing his contract unless he becomes, like, world champion or wins a Royal Rumble or something. But, this might just be Wade Barrett. This might just be Brodus Clay's last year with us after 3 years. But here's Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett's win last week. That was very high profile. Wade Barrett got a big win over Goldberg last week. Now that is a big win. Winning over Goldberg is that's nothing to sneeze at, as the old saying goes. Wade Barrett, his overall record in SG Gaming League is 5-13. You may be saying, why isn't he fired by now? But he's always been like, he's been very bad in the past year or so. But he wins every now and then. I think his last match that he won, besides Goldberg, was like a qualifying match to get into the Royal Rumble. I think he beat Alex Riley. But and he's always sort of just there. And he was a former world champion. We can't forget that. He won it in the Elimination Chamber in WWE 12. But so it's sort of keeping him there. It's keeping me from firing him. But and now he just won that match, and we're sort of seeing a comeback in him. I mean, he showed fierceness that we haven't seen from Wade Barrett in literally years. It's been years since we've seen that fierceness. Last year he didn't do anything. He won nothing at all. Or wait, did he? He might have been television champion once. Let me get my book. No, I don't have the book. Let me just try and remember. Yes, I do have the book. It's right over there. Let's see how far these headphones are going to stretch. Okay. Maybe I can reach from it from here. Maybe. Yes, I got it. Okay. See, to you guys at home, it probably did not seem like I moved anywhere, but I actually did. I went across the room to get my record book. Television championship. Let me see where Barrett's name here. Oh, no, he didn't. No, I guess so. He hasn't won a title since WWE 12. That's really not great. And you guys are gonna have to excuse me. I am coming down with the cold. It has been a while since I've commentated, so you know, I might be a little bit annoying with these sniffles. If it really bothers you that much, and you can mute it, I'll try not to do it that much. But just warning you now, I do, you know, it's allergy season. I do have a cold, so that happens every now and then while I'm commentating. I've gotten cold before while commentating, but what was I just gonna say about Wade Barrett? Yeah, Brodus Clay, he hasn't held the title since 12 either. So both these guys are former champions, but they haven't really had title success in a while. Now Brodus Clay, he competed at WrestleMania last year actually for the Intercontinental title. He faced Jack Swagger unsuccessfully. And Brodus Clay has wins over guys like CM Punk. He's got guys like John Cena. Um, he's gotten some high profile wins. Or wait, did he beat? Yeah, I feel like he did beat John Cena. Yeah, he beat John Cena. So CM Punk and John Cena, he has gotten wins over. Um, you know, he's been a top prospect for a while, but Brodus Clay, he gets there. He never even actually held the European Championship for like more than, a day, because after he won it at the finale, it was vacated, for the new season, because we were going to make it exclusive to the Attitude Era brand. So Brodus Clay, he never really got to defend his European Championship. We've never seen him walk out with a title around his waist. And actually, the funny thing is, the WrestleMania, actually I think it was Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, the Fatal 4-Way in WWE 12 wasn't actually televised. I recorded it all, but back then I was using Windows Live Movie Maker to do my stuff. And the thing came out to be like an hour and a half. Now, this is a long pay-per-view. And I don't know. I would always like say I was gonna upload it, but then I never did. And I uploaded the pre-show, but I never actually uploaded the pay-per-view. Now in the pay-per-view, you would have seen Brodus Clay defeat Yoshitatsu, William Regal. I want to say Shawn Michaels. I think that's it, because it was a Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, so Brodus Clay, he beat all those guys, and that was when he captured his European Championship and immediately got it taken away from him to prepare for the new season. But Brodus Clay, he's always sort of been there. And same with Wade Barrett. Brodus Clay's always been doing stuff. Last year, he was a part of Team Lesnar. I don't know if you remember that. Brock Lesnar's stable. Brief tag team with Kofi Kingston while in Team Lesnar. For a while, he was, I sort of thought of him as like the best in Team Lesnar besides Brock. He always showed the most potential. But, Brodus, what's Brodus going to set up for here? Barrett's groggy. No, he just does not take advantage, just gets DDT'd straight through the table. That's a familiar scene. Brodus has felt that before. But, yeah, and Wade Barrett, on the other hand, he had a very brief stint as world champion in WWE 12. He had everything. He had the money, the power. I believe he had a girlfriend. I think he was getting accompanied to the ring by Natalya back then. I think Natalya's a gold digger. Natalya, she is a gold digger, but or no, was it Wade Barrett, Natalya, or Undertaker and Natalya? Somebody had Natalya back in WWE 12, and Wade Barrett had somebody else. Layla. No, it was Layla and the Undertaker. Wade Barrett, Natalya. That's what it was. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Natalya. It seems like she just goes for the guys who are world champion, because undisputed champion rather, because now she's with Razor, and Razor's undisputed champion right now. But anyways. Enough about the history. Let's get into the match. I've been talking for a while. It looks like Wade Barrett's looking about ready to end this. So he just hits the winds of change on Brodus Clay. Big man to lift off his feet like that. 1, 2, and wow, I'm impressed. Wade Barrett gets yet another win. He's 2-0 this season. And, he looks like he's coming back. He just beat Goldberg. He just beat Brodus Clay. God, I'm thinking he is on a comeback trail. I'm telling you. He's getting there. Wade Barrett is getting there. God, I would like to see Wade Barrett hold another championship. It's been a while. Wade Barrett, he's never been my favorite competitor in the world, but I mean, in real life I like him, but he's gotta show me something. He never really has. So many call his title win a fluke. So this would be a good chance to really get back into it. Guys, it's time for our dark match of the evening. Tonight we will see Kofi Kingston taking on Dean Ambrose, a man who attacked him last week. Now, Kofi Kingston, it was after his match with I don't even know whose match was against, that he was brutally attacked from behind by Kofi Kingston. Okay, let me say that again. You know what I'm talking about. And so this is sort of like a grudge match to settle whatever these guys got going here. You know, when you have a problem with each other in SG Gaming League, what do? You have a match. You know, you get in that ring together. And that was Dean Ambrose, Joker's Wild, I believe that move's called. That would spell the end for Kofi Kingston, and you know, helping Dean bounce back from a tough loss a couple weeks ago, a championship loss to Ambrosius, and it looks like he's not done. Dean, what do you want with this guy, Dean? What are you doing? Alright, you guys, this is going to be the unofficial main event of the evening, just because the real main event is, I forgot to tell you before, I will be telling you the title match, the official SG Gaming League title match for Over the Limit. I have made a decision on who I want to face Brock Lesnar for that SG Gaming League title, and I will be telling you later tonight. But here are two guys that are more than worthy to be in the main event. Tensai and Kane, two of our top competitors, two former champions, two former longest reigning champions. These guys are fire. No pun intended with Kane. These guys are great in SG Gaming League. You know, these guys are. Tensai, his record is 13-9. That's pretty great. You know, he held that television championship in WWE 13 for the longest amount of time ever. He defended it a couple times. Even though the television championship itself is not existent anymore, his legacy still lives on. And Kane, this guy, what's more to say about Kane? Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion and just champion period of all time. His title reign is longer than any champion in SG Gaming League's 2.5-year history. 2 and some change year history. You know, no one has ever held any championship longer than Kane held his Intercontinental Championship. From the start of WWE 12 to the middle of WWE 13, this guy held it 225 days, 224 days maybe. I don't know. It's something it's something in the 220s. But yeah, and afterwards, Kane has really never been able to capture a title since. He was at one point number 1 contender for the SG Gaming League title. But it just didn't work out for him. He did lose to Brock Lesnar. So tonight, you know, if he can take out Tensai, you know, that would be a huge momentum gain. Even though Kane is 21-5 in his career, absolute insanity. You know, maybe this is a new beginning for Kane. Kane hasn't really been able to get himself into it this year. Tensai, he did have a championship match, that Intercontinental title match, Kane's forte. But unfortunately, he was not able to capture that title. So we gotta see, what's going on with these guys today. Both these guys, you know, they're definite main eventers. You know, they have two of the best records in SG Gaming League today. And you know, right out of the gate, Tensai fires with a little bit of a throat chop or something, whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called. And Kane just lifts him up, big belly to back slam. And, you know, there's a lot that I want to talk about. This is going to be a long main event, I can already tell. So there's a lot I want to talk about. A lot of stuff's going on now. But WWE, it has undergone some changes lately. If you guys did not notice, well, obviously you've noticed, there is a new logo. WWE's got a new logo. And so it's weird seeing the old logo, you know, in this game because it's not updated yet. But, yeah, and honestly, I like it. I like that new logo. I think it's really it really shows, you know, the company's growth right now. It shows like how modern it's really modern. The scratch logo was a little bit old school. I mean, it was iconic of WWE for a while, you know, for years and years and years. That scratch logo was you know, it was the thing, but this new logo, I really like it. I think it's modern, I think it's fresh, I think it's clean, I think it's, you know, it's everything that WWE wants to be right now. I like it. I definitely like it. Now, to avoid me having to commentate do any actual skillful commentating on this match, I would like to talk about more stuff. God, you know, I sit here and I am always like, oh, you know, I wish I could talk more about stuff. Then when I get the chance to talk about stuff, it's hard to know what to talk about. What's going on in WWE today? What is going on? Oh. Did you guys notice how on Raw they were talking about this is the season premiere, and they said season premiere like 10 times, and they just kept emphasizing it, just burning it into our skulls? What is up with that? They've never had seasons before. It's an always going thing. You know, it's never had like, you know, it's never stopped for a little while. I mean, I don't know why this is suddenly like they just picked one random day to be the season premiere. I don't understand it. It's weird to me. I don't know, but yeah, that was weird. And that whole episode, it sort of felt more like a TV show for kids than an actual wrestling card to me. And I can't really, I don't know. It just seems like that's the only way I can really describe it. It seemed like a TV show rather than a wrestling card. I don't know. And then when they had they're called when they had the NXT guys come out and do what they needed to do. They had Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn taking on Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. I think that was awesome. I think that's cool, but I hope they don't do it every week with NXT guys because Raw really should be after you've made it big. It really should be just after after you've been it for a while, then you get to come up to Raw. I definitely think all those guys are ready. Of course, Tyson Kidd has been on the main stage before. He is, he's been champion before in WWE, and but yeah, those guys were really, those guys. I do think those guys were ready, and it was kind of a cool change. It really was. But yeah, and I think Adrian Neville stole the show. This guy just had star power. He just had this look that was so different. He's a really well-built guy. He's jacked out of his mind. He's got really sharp features. He's got that chin. He's got, he's just different. Adrian Neville is just different. And Sami Zayn, when I was looking into that ring, with the exception of Tyler Breeze, who I'm not a huge fan of, I was just seeing, like, the future in that ring. And it was really refreshing when I was hearing the announcers talking and like saying the names of Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville. Like I was just peering into the future, and someday those are going to be the top guys. I no doubt about it. I hope that they're. I mean, if they're not in next year's WWE game, then I'm going to put them in because I feel like they're really valuable and I would like them all. I know Tyson Kidd's in the game. He has been confirmed. I know Sami Zayn has been somewhat confirmed for the game. There's speculation. Adrian Neville, nobody's really said anything about, but I know that there might be NXT mode. Usually in those Q&As with the guys, they answer very general. They have very general statements as their answers. Like, they'll ask them, like, is there going to be an extension to the number of people who can be in a Royal Rumble? And like at one time, the person will say like, we're really trying hard to make this a great gameplay experience for all of our fans, and that will be their answer. I notice that every time, and I think I asked them a question. I tweeted my Twitter account. I tweeted what's the guy's name that was doing the Q&A. I asked him about if CM Punk was going to be in the game because I heard he was suing WWE games or 2K over the fact that they're using his likeness and he's not with the company anymore. Never did get a response back for that. I don't know. I have a feeling that they're still going to go through with it because I know he is in 2K Showcase mode. But yeah, I really have no idea. I don't know what they're going to do with CM Punk. CM Punk hasn't really been a factor in my universe mode so far, but mostly because there's just so many guys to get to use, really. I mean, if you haven't noticed, my Raw roster is absolutely loaded, and it's hard to book all these guys. And then SmackDown, on the other hand, is just sort of like there, like it's just sort of sitting there, and there's not really any, I don't know, like, or SmackDown, the Legends brand. There's like those big legends. There's Hulk Hogan. There's Razor. There's that's it. But then there's all these guys who are potential main eventers on Raw. There's Kane, there's Triple H, there's Batista, there's CM Punk, there's Randy, there's Big Show, there's Tensai, there's, all these guys. And there's like 2 good ones on Legends. So I gotta start dealing with that just a little bit. Because I really don't know what to do with that yet. Because a lot of the guys, that are starting to rise, like Bruno Sammartino, he's our newest rising star. He's getting a European title shot at Over the Limit. He's getting a European title shot. There's a lot of mid-carders. We're loaded with mid-carders. There's not a whole lot of main eventers that I think can take out Razor Ramon. Although Andre the Giant did beat Hulk Hogan. He beat Razor Ramon. He will get a number 1 contenders match against Hulk Hogan to see who will face Razor at Over the Limit. And even though I did just say that Andre pinned Hogan or beat Hogan, That actually never happened, so don't think that I just accidentally gave away a spoiler alert for for Legends this week. I haven't even recorded Legends yet, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it a lot or for a while. So that was in no way a spoiler. And Tensai just knocked off Kane. That's crazy. Tensai is going places. I am telling you guys. Tensai is on fire. He really is. And looks like are they gonna have a good show of sportsmanship between these guys? Very good.